YouTube. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Ken, and I'm back with another video for y'all today on the reaction channel. Go ahead and tune in, like, comment, and subscribe. So the video we're about to get into today would be about the Alabama basketball player who got rejected by a female and decided to kill her. Girl had a whole boyfriend. That stuff be making me mad, y'all. We better get into this video. Let's check it out. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe.
This is the story of Jamia Janae Harris, aged 23, a young mother who was fatally shot by two strangers for saying no to one of them. It was later discovered that one of the two strangers was a basketball star player at the University of Alabama. Darius Miles and Michael Lynn Davis were somehow trying to flirt with Jamia when things got out of hands because she had rejected their advances, leading to one of the two men handing the gun to the other to shoot the victim.
We begin with breaking news from the University of Alabama. Just 3 hours ago, a member of the basketball team, who's also a D.C. native, along with a Maryland man, are both charged with capital murder.
This case will be taking us to the city of Birmingham, Alabama. The largest city in Alabama, Birmingham is a beautiful historic destination offering an array of exciting things to see and do, from museums and historic landmarks to sports, theater, and great restaurants. Jamia Janae Harris, aged 23, was a young mother to a 5-year-old son named Kane. Jamia was a graduate of Winona High School and worked overnights at Amazon. Jamia was said to be a loving young lady who had a promising future ahead of her. She was described as a nice, sweet, playful person who made a lot of people smile. Her mother said she was a hardworking mother who got up every day to take care of her son. Jamia had decided to visit her cousin, who was a student of University of Alabama. She decided to drive down there with her longtime boyfriend. Sometimes after they arrived, Jamia, her boyfriend and her cousin got hungry and decided to get food from a local restaurant. Jamia and her cousin sat in front of the car while her boyfriend was in the back seat. Two men approached the car and started trying to talk to Jamia. Her cousin recalled they were moving around the car trying to get their attention. The girls kept telling them, "We got a boyfriend, we don't want to talk," but they won't take no for an answer. They kept going on and eventually her boyfriend in the back seat rolled down the window, and he told them that they should let the girls be, especially having been told they have boyfriends. Then one of the men said, "You don't know who I am, you don't know what I do, I smack people." That did not faze Jamia's boyfriend. He kept telling them to leave, but they kept repeating the words, "You don't know who I am, you don't know what I do, I smack people." Her boyfriend eventually told the ladies he wasn't feeling comfortable and decided it was time to leave the scene, but they were still waiting on their food to be delivered, so they didn't leave immediately. When they finally decided to leave, they couldn't. The two young men had blocked them in with a car, and one of them approached their car with a gun in his hands, not knowing Jamia's boyfriend had a gun as well. Gunfire followed and bullets were flying everywhere. While one of the two men was fleeing, he pointed the gun towards the car where Jamia and her cousin was in, thereby striking Jamia. Jamia's boyfriend was able to maneuver the car away from the scene and drove until he saw a police car, which he flagged down. Tuscaloosa Police and University of Alabama Police were dispatched to the Walk of Champions at Bryant-Denny Stadium at approximately 1:45 a.m. on Sunday. Upon their arrival, the driver of the vehicle told authorities that the suspects had fired shots into his car, killing Jamia. Jamia was pronounced dead on the scene. The boyfriend told police that he returned fire and believed he had struck one of the men. After speaking with witnesses and viewing video surveillance, police were able to develop and locate suspects, one of which had indeed been struck by gunfire and had non-life-threatening injuries. Darius Miles, the University of Alabama basketball star, was arrested while his mother was present. He was heard sobbing and professing his love for his mother.
I swear, I love you more than you imagine.
The other suspect, Michael Lynn Davis, was also arrested without incident, and they were both charged with the murder of Jamia Harris.
UA student Darius Miles was arrested over the weekend. Michael Davis was also arrested, having no connection with the school. Both Miles and Davis are being held without bond on capital murder charges.
Well, Jamia Harris was a 23-year-old mother from Birmingham who was enjoying life in Tuscaloosa alongside her cousin and her boyfriend. Today, her family still in shock.
Only on WVTM 13, our Rick Carley sits down with Jamia's mother and stepfather, who are trying to come to grips with this tragic loss.
How can a 23-year-old friend, a mother, a daughter, be gone so soon? Jamia Harris's mother and stepfather have no answers. Just a day after they lost her, they want the world to know about their princess, Jamia.
I don't want her story to get lost. I don't want her to get lost as just a name in a newspaper. I want people to know who she was and that she was a good person. She really was. She was a good person and she didn't deserve it.
DeCarla Hurd and her husband Kelvin wished Jamia well on Saturday as she headed to Tuscaloosa with her boyfriend and cousin. In the early hours of Sunday, Jamia was gone.
It's just a dagger through everybody's heart.
DeCarla knew years ago her daughter was going to be something, from being a cheer dancer at Winona High School to way back in preschool when she named herself Princess Jamia.
Everything that she did, they followed behind her.
Leader.
A leader.
That leader grew to be the mother of a 5-year-old son named Kane, a son she leaves just as she was teaching him to master his holiday gift.
She was just now starting to get him, to teach him how to ride a bike. He got his first bike this Christmas with training wheels. She was just now starting to teach him how to ride his bike.
And the most heartbreaking thing ever, the young boy still doesn't know that he's lost his mama.
That sweet boy, I just don't know how we're going to have to find the strength to tell him. And he's starting to look around for his mother. And
You just don't know how to tell.
A 23-year-old mother is gone. And now, DeCarla and Kelvin are fighting the fight.
I will fight for justice for this senseless act from both suspects.
Not just for her, but for her son as well. They need to know that she wasn't just a random person. She was a mother. She had a child at home waiting on her.
That son and the entire family wishing that a beautiful life never had to leave.
Like I said, she was just full of life. She had so much life to live. And it's just hard. It's hard to think that we won't have it again.
Princess Jamia was everything. Friend, mother, daughter, and more.
She was 23, but that was my baby, and I was still raising my baby to make her a good mother, you know. Yeah. So I'll never be the same person again.
Police said it appears that the shooting was the results of a minor argument between the suspects and the victims after they encountered each other on the strip.
At this time, it appears that the only motive to this was a minor altercation
that these individuals had with the victim as they were out on the strip.
Darius Miles and Michael Lynn Davis was charged with capital murder. University of Alabama men's basketball head coach Nate Oates said in a news conference Monday that the weekend's events are really a tragedy all around.
Let's go now to our Jake Stanzo, who is live in Tuscaloosa. Jake, head coach Nate Oates, addressing the reporters today and talking about this tragedy.
Yeah, I've got 3 daughters. Went through my mind how easily could have been one of mine. Tough situation. Talked to Darius's mother multiple times yesterday. Very hard situation on both accounts. So, we just continue to pray for Jamia and her family, although I didn't know them, but they're certainly in our thoughts and prayers, and continuing to pray for Darius's situation too. It's just an unfortunate incident that I wish we weren't having to deal with today.
The university issued a statement saying Miles is no longer a member of the basketball team.
Both men had their first day in court and they have been held in jail without no bond. This are the copies of the paperwork confirming that Darius and his friend were arrested. As seen on the paperwork, they were both charged with the highest possible offense, which is capital murder. We do hope Jamia receives the justice she deserves. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Jamia Harris. May Jamia's memory be a blessing for her family and for all who knew her, and may her life and death be an inspiration and a turning point towards justice and increased protection for domestic abuse survivors. Please stay safe and see you guys in the next video.
What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all for tuning in with me today. Go ahead and drop your comments down below. Tell me what y'all think about this video. Situations like that just doesn't make sense to me, y'all. Like, if any man that's out there that is like this, just chill, just stop the violence. Especially when it comes down to rejection. Like, it's never that serious. Especially take somebody else's life. That's somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody's mother. It's never that serious. So in this situation, I feel like justice is going to be served for her. Pray for her family and friends. And thank y'all for tuning in with me today. Go ahead and drop your comments down below. And tell me what y'all think about this video. Like, comment. If y'all haven't subscribed, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and subscribe for me, y'all. But it's Ken's TV. Thank y'all for tuning in with me today. And we are out.